Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
What do you guys want to talk about? Welcome to the Shit Show, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brian. With me always is...
I'm Mark.
That's right. Together we are talking shit. We didn't have anything planned tonight.
No, actually, we had canceled. We had actually canceled the show for today because we didn't know what was going to happen. Hey, guess what? We have a guest that's in our show.
We got a special guest in the green room.
Yes, you want me to bring him on?
Who is it?
He's from this little show called The Basement Surge.
What?
His name is John.
I'm not going to
say I'm not going to say his last name because I'm going to fuck it up.
Let's turn up the.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for having me on. I really.
Hey, man, thanks for coming on. It was something else. We weren't planning on having a show.
Really? What happened?
This storm, this little storm.
That's nothing. I've been through 5 hurricanes, dude. You know. And
hey, I've been through. We've been here, pretty much our whole lives, and we've been through more than 5. So
yeah.
This one was interesting. I mean, as the day went on, it went further northwest, and which was good for us. But we're going to show you guys videos about our area and in Florida, and it's going to say where it's at. So I'm just going to say it. It's Citrus County, Florida, and Crystal River got nailed. Old Homosassa got nailed. I mean, at least
Hatchie, Perry, Florida, Levy County area.
Yeah, I got
there was a lot of places north of us that just got hit.
I have a few friends. I have my daughter's friends were on the west side of 19, and that flood's really bad. No matter what, right? And
I don't think it was that bad. I'm sorry.
Compared to, compared to before it hit, they were predicting that it was supposed to be a 4, but it hit at a very high 3.
Okay.
So I mean, it was more rain and wind than I think anything else, minus the rattlesnakes. But you didn't see that one?
No.
There was actually a rattlesnake on the road.
No, I missed that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell? Don't worry, it's on. It's you didn't mess with it, did you? My daughter's trying to watch the Gator game. So if you hear any yelling in the background, it's her yelling at her. It's her yelling.
Okay.
That's right. Go Gators.
Yeah. Well, they're playing Utah.
There's a Netflix documentary about the Florida Gators on. Right
yes.
now.
There is. Yeah, man.
Yes.
I haven't gotten a chance to watch it, but everybody has talked about it, and I'm like,
you got to wait for them to come on.
Yeah.
So just wait. All right. Again, thank you, John, for coming on. Like I said, it was a last minute ask for you. Yeah. I did ask also. I asked Bryce Tucker to come on too, because he went through the storm also, but he had some family problems that he had to take care of. So shit happens.
Yep.
We also invited other people to come on to that through our county that might be able to tell us what they went through and whatnot. So hopefully if they do, they do. If they don't, well, okay. I probably have their house somewhere on one of these videos.
Well,
my daughter. Yeah, my daughter had a friend in Old Homosassa. She's been a friend of the family for a long time.
Yeah.
But her house got flooded bad. I mean, it was.
Wow.
So what do you want to do? You want to talk about how the storm went, or you want to show some video and then we can discuss? What do you guys?
We can let's do the first video first, and then we'll go from there.
Rock and roll.
Since I already have it on here, so.
Everybody wants to know what the weather's doing. Well, nothing yet. So, this is our schedule. dark or anything. It's just kind of, it's just kind of gloomy-ish outside. It feels like, I don't know. It feels like it's just getting cooler weather-wise. So, feels pretty good. But we'll keep you up to date.
Yeah, that one was bad.
Wow. Expensive boats gone.
The house over here on the left is the one I was talking about. The friends of Chloe.
Oh yeah.
Over here on the right, that limb fell right on the pole, and the pole was just dangling there.
That don't look too bad.
Not bad. There's a lot of flooding.
Yeah. Wow.
And Allison, I know that you're watching, and I'm sorry I had to show your house. I took the picture from your house. Yeah, I mean that's just around here a little bit. The boat was what, Steenahatchee?
That was Steenahatchee.
Yeah,
Steen. I think those places further north of us, they had more houses ripped apart, more high winds and stuff like that. Because I think when it made landfall here, we were about 110.
somewhere around there. Yeah, well, it was like yeah, somewhere around there. And what, about 2 o'clock in the morning? That's when we had the tornado warning hit. So, I mean, after that, it was just wind and rain, and it made it feel better at least for a while.
So, property aside, from the research that I did, I think we lost probably 4 people in our county.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I didn't even
I haven't
know
read anything more than that. Yeah, 4 people, 2 were dead for sure, and 2 were unaccounted for.
I know in Hernando County, 2 had died, but they're still trying to figure that one out. They're older, so they're not sure exactly what happened.
So let's go to a brighter note here. Earlier today, I was on a little app called TikTok.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, he's always on TikTok.
Uh-oh.
Hey, John, you were on TikTok live earlier.
He was on TikTok live.
I don't believe I was.
And he was playing a bunch of old songs, and I asked him earlier just to get him to laugh. Are you going to play Spice Girls next?
Yeah. And what did I do? I played it for you.
Yeah. It was definitely for Mark.
Yeah. It was funny.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to get that going, and I just reached 1,000 followers on TikTok, and which, as you guys know, unlocks the live show feature. So so that's what I've been trying to do, and it's working out pretty well. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I got a lot of things planned right now, a lot of things going on that I can't really talk about.
Not on live shows. He won't talk about it, but we'll talk later.
Right. And so I have a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I can't really talk about, and so I'm kind of preparing myself on TikTok.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a surprise for before we go any further. I do have a surprise guest, but he won't be on until October.
Okay.
October 24th. It took me a while to get this guest. It surprised me when he finally answered me, but he is part 6 Jason Voorhees, CJ Graham.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
awesome.
It's one of those ones. I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, and then he all of a sudden he texts me during the storm. He texts me. I'm like, oh, cool. It just I'm like, okay. And then he goes, send this to my wife and we'll set something up. She goes, how about the 24th? I'm like, oh, perfect. She goes, what do you mean? I said, it'll be a great birthday present to me. 2 days after my birthday, but great birthday present for me.
That's awesome, man. Awesome.
So I'm going to try.
What do you got coming up, John? What do you got coming up? Who do you got coming out?
Right now, I just finished season 5 of Surge, so the season finale of that just aired this previous Tuesday. So now, like, tradition for me is to take 2 weeks off and really revamp the show as far as graphics go, as far as I like to take time in between seasons to upgrade the show, so next season's gonna be I want to say, like, off the hook.
Should be better. You're like, it's gonna be better than this year. It's
better.
Are we even doing a season thing here? Are we doing a season finale or anything? What are we doing?
We're gonna do a season. We're taking at the end of November. We're taking all of December off.
Oh, okay.
Well, I wouldn't take a month off, like,
Well, I think we said the first 2 weeks, and then the rest we'll come back after the new year,
right?
Because Brian here, and Mr. Moneybags, he gets to go on a cruise.
Moneybags, dude.
Mr. Moneybags.
It's definitely I put myself in debt to go on a cruise.
I mean, you did it for a good reason, so we'll go for there.
Yeah, it's my daughter's birthday, man. That's what she wanted for her birthday. So,
well, there you go.
I was like, I don't have to get you anything but a cruise for your 21st birthday.
There you go.
Little girl, you're about to get shitty.
Hey, hey, Brian, do me a favor. Message your wife and ask her to put it on ESPN and see what it says.
Oh,
because the Gator game is saying they're saying that it's been removed from Spectrum services.
What?
That ESPN was, or at least this one.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Yeah,
you guys keep talking. I'm typing.
I went around yesterday just to look and see what was going on. Hold tight, Mark. Thank you, Emma.
So, as you guys know, I used to live in Florida, right?
Yes.
Didn't you live on the East Coast?
I lived in Lake Mary one time, which is like Central Florida, and then right by Sanford. And then another time I lived down by Daytona Beach and in New Smyrna Beach. So I moved down there, I want to say 2004, right? And 2004, like the first time I moved down there was 2004. And it must have been, I want to say, like late July, early August that I moved down there, because as soon as I moved down there, we got hit with 3 hurricanes, right?
That was the year that 4 of them hit Florida, and 1 came back around and hit us again.
Right. Yeah. We got hit by Charlie, Ivan, and Gene.
Yeah.
Right.
Charlie, I believe Charlie was the one that came back around and hit us twice.
Right.
Ivan. Ivan.
And that was my first experience with hurricanes, so I was kind of like freaking out, just watching the sky turn black and, the wall of rain coming in and the wind. And it was amazing. And I remember we had lost power for a couple days at the house that we were living in. And, we had barbecued coffee in the mornings.
What?
Yeah.
Like you got up and put it on a barbecue grill.
Right.
I gotcha.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun until I want to say maybe day 3 until like Dunkin' Donuts like actually opened up and we made the drive out to Dunkin'. We bought the big box of Joe. And but up until then, we were barbecuing coffee. We were making everything on the barbecue. It was so much fun. Like the only thing good about hurricanes is the hurricane parties. Okay?
Saying the same thing.
Yeah, no, people typically that don't live in Florida, you go, hey, are you prepared for the hurricane? And they're like, yeah, I got to go get gas and I got to find a generator. No. I meant like, is your refrigerator stocked full of beer or are you coming to my house? Because that's typically how we plan for a hurricane. Like this time it was kind of like the shop, all the stuff at my shop, we had to put a bunch of the stuff inside. And then like we went home early and then I was like, man, the last time we had a major storm come through, it blew out our sign. I was like, hopefully everything is going to be okay. Everything was fine. Everything was fine.
Back in 2004, the first thing I would have thought about was, yes, I want to make sure I have all the beer I can. But this time I'm like, okay, do I have water and do I have soda? Right. That was it. And food, of course, but just in case.
All right, just in case he's watching, my neighbor had their ladder up since December. That son of a bitch of a hurricane didn't even take down the ladder. I'm a little disappointed.
What, your cousin's house?
I don't know what you talked about. Just my neighbor.
Just your neighbor. Okay, right, we'll leave it at that.
Let me ask you guys. All right, so you guys live in Florida. You guys are Floridians, right? Okay, so
yes.
Unfortunately, I lived pretty much my first 13 years up in Michigan, and the rest of my life.
Florida, bud.
No, I know you guys are from Pennsylvania and Michigan and whatever, but you guys, you've lived in Florida long enough.
Pretty much, yes. We are considered Floridians.
Right.
I'm considered a damn Yankee, really.
Okay, so. Like, when you guys hear that there's another hurricane coming, are you one of those guys to be like, oh, yeah, there's a hurricane, whatever, we'll throw a party? Or are you guys the ones that are actually like hunkering down and boarding up your windows? And
no, I asked Brian, the first thing out of my mouth is, please, hurricane, take my house and put it somewhere else. That's exactly what I've told him.
Right.
I've got friends from PA. They moved down probably, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago when we had Irma.
Mm-hmm.
Is that when we had Irma? They were scared. And all, hey, I get it. They haven't been through them. So we were like, hey, you guys come to the house. We just got this house. So I'm going to say 6 years ago. So we just got the new house, right? And they were like, are you going to leave and go to the complex, the school? And I was like, not a chance. We're staying at my house. You want to come? Want to hang out? We'll drink some beers. We'll play some poker. We'll do whatever. They were like, what do we do for the hurricane? I was like, just strap everything down that you can, your garbage cans and whatnot. And then come to my house, bring whatever you want to my house. Okay. And then it wasn't even bad. I was just like, well, there you go.
My younger brother, he calls me, my little sister calls me from Michigan asking me, are you guys going to leave? No, it's not that bad. I said, you guys are looking at it from, the point up there. You have to look at it from the point here. We can't really do anything. I mean, if it would have hit at us a 5, you know, it probably would have been different. I would have probably, you know, kissed my ass goodbye. But you know,
what scares me more though? The damn tornadoes.
Yeah, the tornadoes and you know the winds are the worst for us because even though it hit up there as a 3, it hit us like as a 1.
I never really worried about the tornadoes. I mean, I've been through a bunch of hurricanes, you know, and I never really worried about the tornadoes. I guess maybe like out of sight, out of mind, because I don't remember really the news saying anything about tornadoes so much as, you know, they were saying it's going to rain or it's a lot of wind or whatever, you know, and I don't really remember them talking about tornadoes, so I really wasn't worried about that.
Yeah, it's always on the bands. That's the biggest part of the bands. And after that, you know, you're sitting there, you're like, okay, you know, we'll figure out this. But being here compared to being in other states, minus like Louisiana, Texas, you know, the Gulf area, North Carolina, South Carolina, and every once in a while, New York will get one too.
Yeah.
You know, but all in all, I mean, hurricanes, you know, there are bad ones, but it's the winds, rain, flood that really get you.
Yeah.
And
you know,
this one kicked Steenahatchee's ass.
I like those 3 hurricanes that I was in earlier, Charlie, Ivan, and Gene, you know, they really weren't like they were bad, like they were category 3s, and I think Charlie was a category 4. But you know, we didn't really have that much damage on the house, you know, or in the neighborhood really. It was kind of like Florida, at least the area I was in was kind of prepared for what was about to happen. The last time I was in a hurricane was 2017 down in Florida was Hurricane Irma. That was a category 4. And I wound up staying at a friend's house. My friend Bob, I wound up staying with him for like a week. And because the hurricane actually like broke down branches and broke my windows, you know. Yeah, like it broke my windows. I didn't have power for like 2 weeks, and that one was kind of terrible. But go ahead.
Go.
No,
do you remember the house on Kings that I lived at? One of the last places when you were still in the Navy that you came and visited me.
Oh yeah. Over on the it's like a Lime Rock Road.
Yeah. When it rained there, it flooded. So when the hurricanes came, it flooded really bad. We actually could take canoes and stuff like that and go through that. Well, I didn't do that. I let the kids play in it, you know. But it was fun until, you know, my friend, I don't remember his name, but Mo was friends with him, and he got us stuck in a water. You know, he told him to go through it, you know, put it in 4-wheel drive and go through the water really quick. And the guy let up halfway through and got us stuck. So I'm sitting there waiting in water, and this lady over here said, you guys want some drinks? I'll get you some water or tea or whatever. And we're sitting there. I'm like, oh man, this is bad. And my phone got ruined that night. But it teaches you not to go with people that are drinking because, you know, especially if they don't know how to drive through water. Even I knew how to do that.
Yeah, I think that was something I was missing during these hurricane parties was that nothing like everybody I was staying with, you know, they never drank anything. Like it was always just water. There's no beer, no alcohol, no nothing. You know, I think that would have like passed the time a little bit better.
It definitely did. I had fun. It always was fun when that happened, you know, because you know, I would drink and then, you know, we'd do stupid shit like tie a rope to the back of the truck and then find a board and go, you know, skiing.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Now you
understand. We used to do that on the
school
bus, man.
Yeah. And now you understand why my body's so fucked up.
Yeah, that's why.
You want to show another one?
Yeah, let's show this one right here.
Crystal Lake.
like this drone action, so I wanted to show this one.
Yeah, it's a surge.
The good thing is 19's back open.
Those chickens?
I was just about to ask. DoorDash wasn't open.
Do what?
Stupid
DoorDash wasn't open. They didn't
No,
open
DoorDash
until
was.
yeah, they didn't open up until what, earlier today or earlier this afternoon.
That person probably is a DoorDasher, and they were like, "Hey, you know what?
Might as well.
But yeah, no, I mean, so there's certain, you know, not to scare anybody, you know, is it a serious thing that you're going to go through? Probably, you know, but until it actually hits, when it touches down and it starts throwing crap around, you really don't know. So you just kind of prepare how this is how I've done it every time. You know, I've not done anything different. You know, I strap my garbage cans to the porch. I strap my table and my chairs to the porch.
Shit, that's what I didn't do. Strap my chairs down, and they didn't go nowhere.
It doesn't sound like you guys got much of a storm.
No,
it doesn't. But I'm telling you, like it was 110-mile-an-hour winds, and I'm
where
like,
we were
really?
where we were at. Okay, the towns around us got hit bad, but
Oh, yeah.
us alone here, we didn't get that bad. I mean, we got the rain, we got the warnings, but we didn't in the wind. But we did not get as bad as what the rest of them did. And
I feel like we live in a safer area because you know Lecanto's a little up on a hill.
Are you guys in Central Florida?
No, we're right in the armpit of where the trigger would be on a gun. That's where we're at.
Technically, we're still considered in Central, but not.
You're in the Panhandle.
Yeah,
No, we're not in the Panhandle.
No,
just
we're a little bit
south.
further down. Just take just go north from Tampa, about an hour from north from Tampa.
Okay.
I mean, it's Citrus County if you wanted to look it up. I mean, shit, it's already said it already on there. You know.
I'm gonna find you. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm gonna play one where Brian actually took another one.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Brian, that was by your house?
That is where? Oh yeah.
Right down the road.
Wow. Okay, so flooding was pretty bad by you.
Yeah. So
that's also on the west side of 19.
Yeah. So that's on the Gulf side, and that's a river. That's the Chassahowitzka River, where you can go canoeing and kayaking and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't block all that off. Like they let people go out there, and like where we were at, it was a parking lot, and then we probably had like a foot of water.
Yeah.
But as you walk out by the boat ramp and stuff, obviously it drops down and it gets way deeper and stuff.
Right.
People were out there just enjoying it because the weather was good. But I'm like, dude, I don't know that you want to be in the water because it's pretty freaking nasty, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you think about it. When we were younger, we would have been in the water.
This is true.
Yeah, you have to
Sure,
admit
but
that.
you didn't know any better.
And exactly the same thing that goes for most of these people that are in the waters. Some of them had no choice but to be in the water.
Yeah, but you see, like I feel like you Floridians should know better. Like you guys should know.
Okay, just like you guys should know about blizzards and you know.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's another thing is that we haven't really gotten a big blizzard in a couple of years. So,
Not yet.
No, not yet. I'm probably jinxing myself.
Now you're talking about it now,
Yeah.
so you're like,
normally for us, we only get the rain. We don't really get a whole lot here.
Yeah.
So every so often, every blue moon or whatever you want to consider it, we do get something.
Mm-hmm.
This is us right here.
Okay.
So Tampa, you were in Volusia County, so straight across. That's
2 hours
where
away.
you used to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Where else
about
did
2
you say
hours
you
away.
lived?
Lake County, in the middle.
Lake.
Yeah,
right there.
in the middle.
So
Yeah.
literally, you were a county away from us,
Right.
Yeah.
or two.
I was in Lake and Volusia.
Yep, Lake and Volusia. So
Hello, Angie.
And then occasionally I'd visit Sweetwater,
where's Sweetwater?
south of you.
Sweetwater. Is it a county? That's not a county. That's
No,
definitely not a
it's
county.
No.
it's a town. It's on the west coast, south of you.
Now, here's the one. This is a video that is up closer of some of the houses in Crystal River and a little bit of Levy County. This one I'm taking,
Our beach never has waves.
No.
It had waves.
I wanted to go out there the night before the hurricane, and Brian was like, "You shouldn't. There's video already. So you can see it."
Yeah.
I'm like,
Should have.
"Oh man, I should have."
It's not worth it. It's not worth it because what's going to happen is you'll end up going down there, and then the cops will run you off, or other people that live down there will be like, "Hey, well, why are you down here?
So what?
This is where we live."
Actually, they don't give a shit. The cops were letting people down there until I think 10 o'clock at night, and then they stopped people.
Yep. So,
But
all right. So for those that were affected by this hurricane, if anybody's watching, you want to donate to the Red Cross, 1-800-RED Cross. You can donate to them. I don't recommend donating to FEMA. How do you feel about that, Mark?
it'll take you about 10 years to get your money.
I think Red Cross will assist people a lot quicker. I think.
Yes. Even though they're probably just as corrupt, but
Anyway,
gotta love that.
all right. So what's new? What's new in podcast world? Anything going on? Anybody got any exciting news? Are you working on anything else other than getting ready to take your 2-week vacation? I know you said revamping the show. You can't really talk about it. Basement Ladies. When is
I don't know. That's up to Heather, but anything for Basement Surge, I can't really talk about. There's nothing really happening as far as right now. I'm really in development of a lot of things. So yeah, I don't I'm kind of, my hands are tied. So sorry.
I want to try to get.
It's all good things. I'll tell you that.
Well, that's a plus. I mean, I know Mark's been messing around with stuff, so
I'm still trying to learn. Okay.
I think we're going to figure out a way to not have a live show every night, every Thursday. I mean,
okay.
So if something happens to either Mark or I, we could just come in and hit a button and play the recording.
He can't hit a button. He doesn't even know how to do that.
So you guys are going to start doing more recorded content.
Not all. No, just we're gonna have like a show or two in the back so that we can be like, hey, check out this week's show because we're, I'm on vacation, or I mean, Mark, hooked me up last week because I was like, Mark, I am exhausted. My finance manager was on vacation. I took over the finance office, and I was like, I'm mentally drained.
Yeah, you bitched out on last week, which is why Mark asked me to come on the show, right? I get it. No,
yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah,
I had to. So I had to. So I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
But don't worry. Mark was okay with it. He was like, no, I'll get a co-host.
I got you taken care of. Don't worry.
There you go.
I had a good one. I had Robert on, and then I had Jessica Hotman on, and then of course I had another special guest that she didn't even know about coming on, and that was
Peter Anthony.
Yeah. And then he gave us another exclusive about Laugh. He showed us the poster. So see, I did.
I watched the show.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say something, but I thought it was all funny. Yeah, it was a great show. She's going to sign my book for me, or no, CD. Now, I can't wait for finally it's going to actually happen. After a few mishaps, we're going to have Beatrice yeah, whatever. You're going to say her last name. Bopely, yeah.
Listen, I can go around and I can mess up Heather and John's last name and be corrected by you and by Heather, but
I know I was going to mess up her last name.
I tried. Listen, it's Svedetti's.
Don't even try.
That's why I said when he first came on, I said John, and I'm not saying his last name.
Yeah,
say it, John.
Svedesi.
See, that's what I said.
Yeah.
What was I saying? What was I saying?
Something else.
Oh, okay.
Something else.
We also, I think we kind of hit a little bit. You guys were chatting sometime this week or on the group text. Bray Wyatt passed.
This
Yes.
past week was a really bad week for a lot of them, because not only did we have Bray Wyatt, Terry Funk, not only that, but we had Bob Barker,
right,
and then we had the voice of the original voice of Harley Quinn and the
Batman.
Yeah. Okay. So can I bring up something about Bob Barker? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He was 99 years old.
Right. Okay. Am I the only one who thought he passed away like 10 years ago?
Is this I heard that. I've heard that one too. The first time I heard that one was the other day when I was over at Brian's house. They were talking about how I forget who it was. We're talking about how Bob Barker had passed away, and I'm like, no.
I don't remember that, guys. Honestly, I just remember the retirement. Like he retired.
Oh, I remember him retire. I remember him having a heart attack. I remember all this, but I knew he didn't pass away.
I thought he passed away, which is why Drew Carey took over Price is Right.
No, he retired. Yeah, that's why he took over. But another one that we were talking about, and this is part of the Mandela effect. Pickles. Yes.
Pickles. Yeah. Go. Do you have pickles in your fridge?
No, I don't think so. My
you don't have any kind of kosher
dill. Do you remember them ever saying pickles on the jar?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
What do you mean? No.
Go look at a Clausen jar and tell me where it says pickles anywhere on the jar.
It doesn't say it.
Like down at the bottom, right? You would think it's Clausen
it's
pickles.
Funny. It is funny because it does. I mean, you can look that all up.
Way.
I did not. Somebody had brought that to my attention. It was on Facebook, and I'm like, okay, that's weird.
It's the whole thing with Captain Crunch. I remember it saying the word captain, not captain.
I remember Captain. Yeah,
Captain Crunch.
I thought it was CAPT.
Hey, you're right. It doesn't say pickles on the jar.
Nowhere does it say pickles on the chart.
So
Yeah.
everybody's having problems with that, saying that we've been lied to all these years, that it's not actually, I'm like, oh my God.
Well, that just means you're from the alternate universe. That's all.
I think we all hit that alternate universe when COVID hit.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Oh,
Well,
God.
7-3.
Gators,
No, Utah.
shut up. Shut up.
I don't got to worry about my game on Saturday.
Brian, did I see you drinking from a Pittsburgh cup earlier?
Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. This is her right here.
Uh-huh.
I have a Michigan cup, and I have a Detroit cup somewhere.
Wow. I need a Los Angeles cup.
I need you boys to get ready for this Pittsburgh Steelers whooping that ass year.
I need a Basement Surge cup. How about that?
Oh yeah. No, we were talking about that. Mark and I were talking about that. And
I would
pretty
love to have it.
sure-
I would love to get a tumbler with
Well, here's the thing. I do you have like some old ones laying around? Because I think I'm gonna just send a bunch of old, like non-painted, like the Ozark cups that we used to have.
What, like the steel ones and stuff?
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna send them over to this lady and let her
I
do
think
some
I have.
tests.
I think I have a couple. I think I could. Yeah.
Let me ask you this: How much do you think that we're gonna have to pay for these things? Because they ain't gonna be cheap.
Well, if we're giving her the cups, then that should be less. But I didn't think it was going to be cheap.
Mark wants
Nope.
everything for the show. Mark was like, "Hey, maybe we should get some stickers." And
I was
like,
I was like, what about stickers? People would like some stickers.
Yeah.
Send a sticker to you guys. Send a sticker to some of our guests that have been on the show, and try to promote it a little bit more.
I sent John a sticker of Tasty Buds.
No,
Yeah,
And then he was like, "What the hell's Tasty Buds?"
Right.
a lot of people don't know because where'd your sign go?
My Tasty Bud sign. I was told to take it down. It's not mine.
Your wife did.
Isn't that cool? I got those made for my wife's food truck.
Yeah, your wife don't want to be involved around the show.
I was confused because I thought I bought something from Talking Shit.
You did. The Tasty Bud sticker. That's for your laptop or whatever, just so you have it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Hey, what was that guy? What was that guy's name? Brian. That what did his wife do again? Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't even have a sticker for mine. What the hell?
You don't have a Tasty Bud sticker?
No.
I got 1.5 million of those things, dude.
Oh no, Mark.
Yes, I know. I mean, I got other things on my laptop, from
He does. Yeah, he does. Probably
stickers, not. I got it from the BAM boxes. I like to send stuff, but I haven't got one of those in a while.
So what are we doing? What do we got coming up next week, Mark? Next Thursday.
Next Thursday
live.
is Beatrice
Hopefully.
And then after
anybody that wants to look her up, that was
Amanda Kruger. She is the one that gave birth to the bastard, Freddie.
He's not a bastard. He's such a good guy.
Yeah,
A bastard. A bastard has no father, or
But he's
out of wedlock. I'm sorry, out of wedlock.
But he's such a good guy.
Yes, I know.
John, how do you feel about Freddy Krueger?
He comes to you in your dreams.
I like Freddy.
I like Freddy.
Yeah.
Freddy's an asshole. I was happy when Jason killed him or cut his head off.
Oh, that was just a dream.
You're
bud.
obviously a Jason fanboy by your background. So
Yeah, he is.
You can't tell that. I'm going to change it for this coming up week. I got Freddy.
Are you? Oh,
Yes, I do have Freddy in there, but yes, Jason and Michael are my favorite ones.
yeah. The only reason you probably have Freddy back there is when Jason versus Freddy is showing up.
Well, no, I got one of those. Too. I got a
Yeah,
big
that
one
Friday
of-
the 13th box set that's right behind you, right there. Yeah, I bet you that's part of the series right there.
What, this one?
Yeah.
No, not that one.
Is that all of them? Holy crap!
This is all of them. Hey, Brian, you need set?
No, I'm good.
No. Oh, I have another set. So
You want to
Holy
borrow
cow.
the movie?
yeah, I got a set that they released with all of them in it and for Christmas last year. So I got those.
And
you-
was that Mogwai on the top shelf over there?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah.
Are they gonna remake this movie?
What?
I really hope not.
Gremlins.
No,
really-
they're making a third one. They are making a third one.
I
And
thought it
it's
was
gonna
just
be-
going to be a relaunch.
No.
Of Gremlins.
Nope. They're doing a third one. Some of the original cast is in it because the other ones have passed away, but it's gonna end darker than any of the other ones. Basically, if they go through with what the original plan was in the first one, well, Gizmo will be dying.
They can't kill off Gizmo.
They're going to kill Gizmo.
To stop the Gremlins from ever coming back, they have to kill Gizmo off because they sure in the hell can't follow the rules.
It was an accident. Somebody unplugged the alarm clock. Dude, don't you remember this?
I don't know.
Yeah, and somebody spilt water on them, and
Right.
and again,
Yeah.
this no eating after midnight shit, or when do they can they start eating again?
You know what's
Yeah.
great about that is because that reminds me. I'm a veteran, so anytime they tell me, "Hey, you're gonna get some blood work tomorrow. Don't eat after midnight," I'm like, I gotta play a gremlin. I mean, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh man. But
On a better note, on Monday, my niece Jillian will be leaving for the Marine boot camp.
Hey, congratulations.
she gone.
It's going to be interesting to see what she does and what adventures that she can come up with being in the
Congratulations.
military. I'm sort of scared for her, but then again, I'm not because I think she'll do well.
Mm.
She'll do very well.
I don't know.
Not-
She doesn't focus like when you're having a conversation with her. I'm like,
Yeah, well,
chill.
when she was up there at Paris Island last year, she did great. They loved her there. She did everything that she was told. She did not break focus.
Cool.
I guess people, it's different than people being with her all the time compared to that.
Yeah.
I think about it. When you went to the Navy boot camp, did you act up? Did you act
No, dude,
differently than what you normally would?
Oh yeah,
even-
absolutely, bro.
even
I
though
was
that you had-
scared.
Even
I
though
was a
that you
scared
had,
kid, dude.
even though that you had one of your friends with you, and he probably ended up doing more push-ups than anybody.
No, that's not true. I mean,
Oh.
we got our butts kicked. We got our butts kicked. So
right.
we'll talk about that on another show.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Or-
line
Yeah,
up
you
some.
guys should make that a whole episode.
We're trying. We want people from different branches on the show. So if you're watching and you'd like to come on as an ex-military or even military, all different branches, I'd love to hear. But we do have one more video. I made a shit ton of videos, but this one was a last minute one. So I'm going to play this one real quick.
There will be a lot of cars for sale on Facebook Marketplace in the Citrus County area.
And I will not
Ladies
be
and
buying
gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I implore you, get it checked out by a mechanic.
Yeah, my
Just-
daughter wants her own car instead of driving ours around, and yeah, the worst time
Listen,
to do it.
I'm sure somebody down in Old Homosassa has got one for sale for like $300, dude.
Yeah, and I'd have to be doing another motor swap because these idiots probably start the damn car up.
No, they'll be like, oh, it needs timing belt.
Yeah.
All right, so
actually, there was one. I was trying to get in here, but there was one. A picture of a house that somebody. It's been around for years, but they use straps to strap their house down.
oh yeah,
You ever seen that
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. I seen it a couple years ago, and then I seen it.
They're not
again.
strapping the house down, dude. They're keeping the roof from peeling off.
Well,
That's the intention.
I was more. I think I was worried about my roof coming off, but you know what? It's metal, and if it comes off, well, you know, whatever.
Mark doesn't have insurance on his house.
No, they won't give me insurance.
Why not?
It's too old because it's too old.
Too old. I thought in Florida you had to have hurricane insurance. Like you have to have it.
If you want to replace your house, you don't have to.
Yeah, if you own your house outright, they don't give a shit.
Really?
And I own my house outright. I don't have house payments, which, you know. But if I was still buying my house, yes, I would have to have insurance. But insurance is getting so hard these days. Insurance companies are popping out of Florida.
Yeah,
they don't want to be here to pay out the high costs anymore.
Yeah, because they're worried about, guess what, hurricanes. It's kind of like Southern California too. A lot of insurance companies will, you'll have a bunch of insurance companies in California, but they have a high cost to have them. It's like, hey, no problem. For earthquake insurance, you want that? Yeah, you want that. Yeah, that's an extra $3,000 a year.
Right.
So it's kind of like that here in Florida. In the insurance companies here are looking for ways to not insure you. Like literally, my insurance company came around. They were like, "Oh, hey, you got to put some handrails up. Until then, we're gonna drop you." I was like, "What?"
Yeah. Ask him if he put the handrails up.
I put the handrails up.
It took him a little bit.
I put them up. Sent pictures to the insurance company. We're good to go. So, all right. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Nope.
No. I think we did
all
good.
Right, DJ John, you want to play us out?
Sure. Let's do
Hell
it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's see
what he plays and gets me in trouble.
All right, everybody.
From us here at Talking Shit, I'm Brian.
I'm Mark.
I'm John.
It's Surge.
Oh man, I'm John from the Basement Surge. These guys are Mark and Brian from Talking Shit. Guys, if you're watching over on YouTube or on Facebook, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button or hit that follow button. Make sure
you had it.
Make sure you Talking Shit Facebook group. What else, Mark? What are you saying?
While you're at it, why don't you check John out and Basement Surge on TikTok?
That's right. Okay. If you're not already following me over on TikTok, the Basement Surge, do me a favor, head on over there, open up your TikTok app, and go hit that follow button over on the Basement Surge. I'm really trying to keep it over 1,000 so I can continue doing live shows over there because I have a lot of things brewing for the next season. Season 6 of the Basement Surge is coming September 12th. So keep an eye out for that. Guys, do you guys have anything coming up?
We got.
Our month is full. The 14th we have the Broken Podcast System and the Deep Dark Secret, both
and
being
Deep
on.
Dark Secrets.
After that we have Steve Merlo from the movie On Scene. He's the producer of it. He'll be on. And then on the 28th we will have Matt and Andy back on from Retro Rental Review. And
awesome. That's going to be a good show, John. You should come and visit.
Yes.
You should swing in.
Awesome.
We're not going to talk a whole lot on wrestling this time, like I normally like to talk to them about, but we're going to have fun.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Let me know when that show is going to be, and I'll swing in.
All right.
All right, guys. Why don't you take us out if we're done? Go ahead.
Mark, you got this?
You always have this. Okay, fine. I'm Mark. This is Brian.
I'm Brian. Y'all have a good night.
You have a good night.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm not playing an outro.